Hey yo, PC Monk here with another Bitcoin video. Hope you guys doing okay? Been a while again. Not that much, but a couple of days here and there. I mean, I've been busy with hospital stuff like that. If you know, you know. Now, before we start, there's always something that I would say. Disclaimer, this content is not a financial advice. Make sure you read this. Disclaimer, the content of this channel is for education purpose only. Now, with that being said and the rest of it, we're gonna continue and dive in. So, in this couple of days when I was not around, I mean I was around but couldn't trade that much. We went to 104, made a high, a lower high. We cleared most of these wickers, right, with this, then we came back down. So today, this was yesterday, the move towards downside was yesterday. The move towards upside was 2 days ago on Tuesday we did this, right? So without the news and anything in effect, what's the price action doing itself? It's trying to hold a 4-hour level. Okay, this is the initial move we did. So we basically made a new low, all right, a lower low. Now we made a lower high. So this could be the swing. I know it's a big swing, right? To finally go to 106, okay, and above, by the way, and above. Or we're gonna lose this and we're gonna retest this green line. So if we lose the pinky, now keep in mind we could wick around here and then come back. All right, that's a thing. But if we lose it, you're gonna see the green line and come in effect, the green parallel channel. Now, for all of you who follows liquidity a lot, we got a lot to talk about, okay? But this is basically it. Now, I could talk about it under 15 minutes for a little bit of thing. So whenever we go above this purple line, which is 102.998, I would say I would wait for a pullback to long it. Right? Right. So basically that's it. Towards downside, towards upside. Nothing much to add on the chart itself. Now, if you take a look at a USDT dominancy, however, USDT dominancy just made a new high. It's not a higher high, it's a lower high. Just like BTC, we made a new low, lower low. Now we're making a lower high. Now, this lower high comes in and stops around here, which basically is the swing that got us up. So if I want to mark right there, and this is, by the way, a 4-hour level. You could see right here we had a 4-hour swing. We drop it, we try to gain it, we fail, we drop it. Right here we basically, gain it, we try it, we come back, and then we get rejected at it. So now we're not even touching it, all right? We're not even touching it. This is a red vector, negative. All right. So USDT at this point could do two things. First, we could hold on, let me remove these shenanigans. We could hold this yellow line, which is a daily line. All right, yesterday we gained it. Today it might retest it and then pump it. Pump it louder. Did you guys ever listen to that music? Anyhow, so yeah, we could retest it and then pump it. Basically, we're aiming for this swing. Whoops. We're aiming for that swing right here. It's a 4-hour swing. It's a 4-hour swing. Let me just move it. Let me remove this 4-hour since there's a monthly level 2, and then let me remove this. That's it. So we're looking to gain this if it wants. If it doesn't want to, obviously, it's going to get denied. We're going to lose the daily and the yellow line. We're going to come around here, probably a pullback, and then a continuation. Once we lose this 4.47, we're going to be in a free fall until 4.23. There could be a couple of levels in between, or like one level at least in between these two that I didn't mark yet. If we want to take a look at the 4 hours, I mean basically, yeah, maybe right here, maybe right here. But this is a wick, okay? So if you really want to come below it, this is the first area of a volume imbalance that you could have. I think 4.23 would do. It's basically a free fall here till 4.23. If it happens, Now let's talk about liquidation. As I said, I have a lot to talk about there. So now liquidation wise, first I would like to talk about the large orders because there's nothing much to talk about other than just uh, go on a 1 hour and then show you guys the top side. That's it. That's all I want to do, guys. That's all I want to do. Zoom out. So you can see there's nothing much here. Nothing much towards 96, maybe some around 95, around 10 million. Now let's take a look at the top side. Look how much sell has been put over here. All the way to 114 from, I mean, the biggest one, if I zoom in, these are new, by the way. 11 million. These are new, by the way, but you could see there's some of them that's been there for a while. Okay, for a while. So we might come a little bit lower, but then pick it back up, maybe even over New York. That's a lot of cells there. That's a lot of cells there. Even on the 4 hour, you'll see a lot. Big clusters. You can see big clusters all the way to 120. 120. Is it going to happen today? Is it going to happen right now? We don't know. But big clusters there. So that's basically it on that. So over the liquidation heat map, you could see that there is some more, 100 XRs to grab around here. So we could go all the way down to 120, 286, just grab all these and then come back up. Then come back up, same around here, 120, 300, 120, 102,310, where we could finish up the liquidity grab and then go back up. Because I showed you guys, I didn't show you guys, I'll show you guys right now. The reason is because if you take a look at this, so we had a big cluster, let me zoom in. We had a big cluster around here, right? 102,800. Now we have a big cluster around 102,300, 200. So the price might wanna wick and grab these liquidity before we go. Now, what's gonna be on like the altcoins and everything like that? They could probably dump like a good 2%, 3%. Yeah, that was it. That was it. Let's just quickly take a look at the news. Then we go take a look at SPX and Nasdaq because I've been trading Nasdaq on the other account. So not much important news. I've take a look at it. It's more like predictions. All right. What is this? XRP supporters call for $1,000 price target. Same as like 800 and whatever that influencer was talking about, who got arrested, by the way. Uh, Ethereum, I think is gonna be good. I mean, we didn't take a look at Ethereum. I might just talk about Ethereum. CoinDesk. Most important news that would be is this. We could take a look at Arcom, but it's gonna like, just consume the time. All right, let's go back to the actually chart. I want to show you guys SPX. So before SPX, let's talk about Nasdaq. So Nasdaq yesterday, I was trading it. um, Overall, I made some, but so I was sitting at $35. Now I'm sitting at $42. All right, but I should have been sitting at 52. I've lost a 10. And between that it was lingering up and down, but overall yesterday we made this small move. We're eyeing to break this 21,353. Once we break this 353 on the 4 hour, which you could see is the top of the swing that got us down. It's basically a range around here that we're ranging. I think it would be aiming for this daily or this daily, which is 22,078. Basically, you're going to the highs. You're going to the highs. So what are we looking for? We're looking for a breakout, probably a retest, a continuation, right? If we want to talk about it for today. Same for to the low side. I think if we lose the bottom range of it, it's just gonna go. It's gonna go come here, right? I mean, keep in mind, Nasdaq is open. You can't trade it right now, but the volume is not there. Okay, so it might do the dump, it might not do the dump. Really, I don't know. But I'm waiting for New York to open so I could trade this. Same with SPX. I mean, SPX had this big, 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 big CME gap over daily. I'm talking about the daily. This is the daily. All right. The 4 hour is even bigger. 4 hour comes till here, till this wick. But anyhow, so And right now we're consolidating. We're consolidating, so this might actually continue to go up. How long I've been recording? 10 minutes is fine. And nobody's even watching 10 minutes. But anyway, so yeah, at this point we're consolidating. It's either gonna go down, all right, or go up. Basically one of these two arrows. So we either gonna lose the daily, continue here, and once we lose this pink line, we're gonna come for this. Um, or we could just go above the high on the 1 hour and then continue higher, and then continue higher. That would be it. So talked about that. Talked about that. Let's talk about Dixie, and then we call it. So Dixie at the same time. I mean, we went to fucking 98, but after the deals were done with China, with Europe, Dixie's gaining strength. So to my eyes, Trump um, manipulated the market, crashed the market. So now the big investors are going to come in from all over the world to now invest in it. Does look like a V-shaped recovery that's about to gain more. So you're talking about something like this. You're looking for something like this. And obviously, if you lose this range, right, on the 1 hour, it could come back down here. And if you lose this, then it might do something like this on Dixie. And that is it. I think I covered everything. I think I covered everything. Most importantly, BTC, we'll see if it's going to come above that 15 minutes. The 15 minutes is going to be the start, by the way. All right. You basically want to gain that daily open. All right. With that being said, guys, thank you guys for watching. If anybody's watching this till the end, exclamation mark Wix to support me with trading fees, and obviously Wix is a good exchange, 400x leverage. You could just borrow a lot from the exchange and put way less money from your own pocket with leverage, but you got to be very careful. Obviously, no financial advice. I'll thank anybody who does that. And until next time, see you guys on the stream, by the way. But until next time, peace out.